Commanders Nation, attention! We are just 3 games away from the playoffs, and the situation is critical. With devastating injuries on offense, should we take the risk and sign a veteran running back who could save our season? This is huge! RFK Stadium could be our home again. Yes, you heard it right. After years of uncertainty, a historic deal has finally been approved that could bring the Commanders back to DC. What does this mean for our team and our future success? And now, the final battle. The crucial showdown against the Eagles is here, and the playoffs are at stake. Who are those key players who must give it their all for the Commanders to come out victorious? Find out how our rookie in the secondary, our stellar center, and our tight end can change the team's fate. Commanders fans, are you ready for the rematch? Because I'm telling you, this showdown against the Eagles is crucial. Crucial! And not just for pride, but because the playoff implications are on the line. Now, I ask you, who are those under-the-radar players that need to shine for the Commanders to come out on top? Let's break it down. First, let's talk about Mike Sainristil. Who is this rookie making noise in the secondary? I'm telling you, Sainristil has had an impressive debut season. But has he received the recognition he deserves? Not really, because the arrival of 4-time Pro Bowler Marshawn Lattimore has stolen the spotlight. Now, Sainristil has a monumental task, stopping Devonta Smith. While Lattimore handles A.J. Brown, Sainristil must prove he can lock down his side of the field without help. Can he do it? I believe he can, and if he does, the Commanders' defensive plan can work perfectly. Moving on to the offensive line, where Tyler Biadasz has to face 2 monsters on the Eagles' defense, Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis. Carter is a dynamic beast who already gave us trouble in the first matchup, and Davis is a colossus who takes up a lot of space. Can Biadasz handle this pressure? I'm telling you, his return is a blessing. His job will be to keep these giants at bay long enough for the offensive line to provide support. If Biadasz can neutralize one of these titans, the chances of success for our quarterback Jaden Daniels increase exponentially. And speaking of support, we can't forget John Bates. With Zach Ertz out with a concussion, Bates has to step up. But don't expect him to be the star receiver. His main mission will be to help in pass protection. If Bates can contain the Eagles' edge rushers, the Commanders can redirect their protection to the interior, where it's most needed. Can Bates be that wall of protection? I believe he can, and his blocking ability could be the key to the Commanders' offense running smoothly. Finally, back to the defense. Sainristil not only has to stop Smith, but his success will allow Washington's defense to focus on other critical areas. If Sainristil can cover his zone without help, Lattimore can concentrate on A.J. Brown, and the coaches can use an additional safety to stop the Eagles' run game. Is Sainristil the game changer? I'm telling you, absolutely. His performance could be the difference between a defense that crumbles and one that dominates. So, Commanders Nation, the table is set. We have our key players ready to fight. Can Sainristil, Biadasz, and Bates rise to the occasion? I'm telling you, they have the talent and the opportunity. Now, I ask you, what do you think? Who do you believe will be the unexpected hero in this crucial showdown against the Eagles? RFK Stadium could be our home again. Yes, you heard it right. After a roller coaster of uncertainties, the bill allowing Washington, D.C. to take control of the RFK Stadium site has finally been approved. This is huge! Let me catch you up. In the early hours of Saturday, the House Oversight Committee Chairman, James Comer, dropped a bombshell on X, formerly known as Twitter, announcing that a deal had been reached. Yes, a deal! And not just any deal, but one that was unanimously approved by all 100 U.S. senators. That's almost unheard of these days. Now, what does this mean for the Commanders? Well, D.C. will have control of over 170 acres of federal property for the next 99 years. This opens the door for the Commanders, who currently play in Maryland, to seriously consider returning to the capital. Come on, this is the place where we had our greatest successes from 1961 to 1996. Washington, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser has been a staunch advocate for bringing the team back to the city, especially after former owner Daniel Snyder sold the franchise. And although there were many obstacles, including the removal of the provision to transfer the RFK site in the last government spending bill, it has finally been achieved. This is a victory for everyone. Commanders minority owner Mark Hine also expressed his excitement on X, and rightly so. This is a big step forward for the franchise. Now, principal owner Josh Harris has also made a statement thanking elected officials for working together on this bipartisan project that could revitalize RFK Stadium. But what does this really mean? Does it mean the Commanders will definitely move back to DC? Not necessarily. Harris has made it clear that this creates a level playing field for all potential locations to be fairly considered. But, friends, this makes the possibility much more plausible. So, Commanders Nation, I ask you, what do you think of this news? Would you like to see our team return to RFK Stadium, the site of our greatest triumphs? Or do you think we should stay in our current location? Here we are, just 3 games away from the playoffs and with some important decisions to make. Yes, you heard right. Let's talk about what's happening with our team and an interesting recommendation that has emerged in the NFL world. First, we're facing some critical injuries on offense. Noah Brown is out, and our newly acquired receiver, KJ Osborne, might be a solution for that loss. But what about our passing game from the backfield? Austin Ekeler, our ace in the hole, is on the injured reserve list after a concussion against the Dallas Cowboys. This leaves our rookie quarterback Jaden Daniels without a reliable option for those short and safe passes. Brian Robinson Jr. is a workhorse, but he's not known for his pass-catching ability. The same goes for Jeremy McNichols and Chris Rodriguez Jr., so what do? Here's where an interesting suggestion from Matt Holder of the Bleacher Report comes in: Jerick McKinnon. McKinnon is a running back with proven experience in catching passes and has been part of Super Bowl winning teams with the Kansas City Chiefs in 2022 and 2023. He has accumulated nearly 270 receptions for 2,050 yards in 8 seasons. Doesn't that sound like the perfect solution for our current need? I'm telling you, in theory, yes. But there's a big but. McKinnon hasn't played a single competitive down in 2024. His influence on the Chiefs waned last season, and he hasn't had opportunities with other teams. This raises concerns about his physical condition and whether he could make an immediate impact, which is exactly what we need at this crucial point in the season. Calling McKinnon to see where he is physically and mentally wouldn't hurt. But, let's be realistic, bringing in someone who's been out of action is very different from claiming a player like Osborne, who has been competing and practicing all season before being released by the Patriots. So, what do? I'm telling you, it seems the most realistic option is for General Manager Adam Peters to move forward with our current trio of running backs. This would put the responsibility squarely on offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury to find the right solutions in Ekeler's absence. Now, I ask you, Commanders Nation, do you think we should take the risk and sign McKinnon, or do you trust our current team to handle the situation? What do you think of Kingsbury's ability to adjust our offense at this critical moment? Commanders Nation, the table is set, and our key players are ready to fight. Can Sainristil, Biadass, and Bates rise to the occasion this season? Also, what do you think about the possibility of returning to the historic RFK Stadium, the site of our greatest triumphs? Would you like to go back to that iconic stadium, or do you think we should stay in our current location? Finally, do you think we should take the risk and sign McKinnon, or do you trust our current team to handle the situation without him? We want to hear your opinions, so leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to be part of this incredible community that is like a family. United we are stronger. And remember, hail to the Redskins!